Hello, this is Pamela. Welcome to my channel. Grab you a cup of coffee, sit back and relax, and enjoy some good old yarny talk. Okay, so this is what we are going to be making today. We're going to make this little dress right here with the heart, and it's going to button in the back. And we're going to make this little twist headband. And we are going to make a pair of little slip-on shoes. And you have the option where you can trim this in this color if you want, or you can just use the purple 18-inch My Life doll from Walmart. But that's it right here. So that's what we will be making today. An H hook, that's a 5.0 millimeter hook. You will need a G hook, a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. You will need a pair of scissors. You will need a yarn needle. And you may need a stitch marker. And a row counter if you feel like you need a row counter. You're going to need a button for the back of the dress, for the bodice. You're going to need a needle and thread to sew the button on the back of the dress. And for your yarn, any 4-weight variegated yarn will work. And this one I happen to be using, I love this yarn. I think it's called Sweet Serenade, but this is discontinued, so I don't know if they have it, but any 4-weight variegated yarn will work, and a 4-weight solid color. And I happen to be using Premier Basic, medium 4-weight, and I think the color on that is purple. Let's go ahead and get started on this project. This is the Ivalynn outfit. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. The first thing that you will want to do is chain 32. Now, I do not make slip knots, so if you make slip knots, go ahead and make a slip knot and then chain 32. One, all right, so I have 32 chains. All right, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to work 1 half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So there's the first chain, there's the second. 1 half double crochet in the second chain from the hook. And I like to place a stitch marker here. You don't have to, but I like to. We are working back and forth for a little bit, so it's not necessarily, but I like to have it. Okay, so 1 half double crochet in the next 4 chains. One, 2, 3, 4. Let me move that out. Okay, now 3 half double crochet in this next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Now 1 half double crochet in the next 5 chains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So 3 half double crochet in this next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now 1 half double crochet in the next 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so we should have 5 and 3, 5, 3, 7, and now 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now 1 half double crochet in the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 half double crochet in this next chain. I think sometimes I call it a stitch, either one, but it's actually a chain. So 3 half double crochets in that same chain. And then 1 half double crochet in the last 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that was row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. Now for row 2, I like to crochet this tail in. So you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So I like to grab that yarn and crochet that in as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then just kind of straighten that out, make sure it's nice and square there. Okay, so now we're going to work 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. Okay, so now we have 3. And now we are going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, now we're going to work 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. Here's what it's looking like. 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, That's 6, 7, 8, and 9. 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 1 half double crochet, 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. 2, and then 1 half double crochet in the last 6 stitches. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then remove our stitch marker. That makes 6. Chain 1, turn our work, and here is what it should be looking like now. This is what you have. This is the back of the dress. This is the shoulders, and this is the front. Okay, so for row 3, we're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. So hold on. And I'm not going to use a stitch marker. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now 3 half double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. It's 1, 2, and 3. So now it's going to be 1 half double crochet in the next 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 11. 3 half double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, and 9. 3 half double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Now 1 half double crochet in the next 7 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 1, turn your work. And this is going to be where we create the armhole. So we turned our work. Now we're going to work 9 half double crochet. So 1 half double crochet in the next 9 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 9. Okay, so from here we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We are going to skip 11 stitches, and we're going to do a half double crochet in the 12th stitch. So skip 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's the 12th one. So make you a half double crochet in that 12th stitch. And it looks like this. That's going to be the armhole for the doll. See? Okay, so now we are going to do 1 crochet in the next 14 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 13, and 14. Okay, so it looks like this right now. All right, so now we are going to chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. We are going to skip 11 stitches again, and we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the 12th stitch. So let's count 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's our 12th one. We're going to make a half double crochet in that 12th stitch, just like that. And so now we have our second. So see, it's for both the arms. And now we are going to do half double crochet in the next 8, or the last 8 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's the end of row 4. So row 5, 6, 7, we are going to just do 1 crochet, 1 half double crochet back and forth, and when we get to row 7, we are going to slip stitch to form it, to connect it together. So chain 1, turn. This is row 5, and there should be 39 half double crochets. You will crochet across here. That will be 3 crochets here in the chain. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and now we've got to do 3 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we just did 3. And so now, so that's 9, that was 12 right there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now we'll have to work 3. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Chain 1 and turn. So that was row 5. So there you are. You did it. Okay, so for row 6, we are just doing 1/2 double crochet all the way across. So you should have 39 half double crochets. Row 6 and 7. So I'm going to let you be on your own, and I will meet you at the end of row 7. Okay, now that you're finished with row 7, you're going to bring your 2 ends together like this. You're going to slip stitch in the top of that first stitch, chain 1, work 1/2 double crochet in that same stitch, and then place your stitch marker. And then you will work 1/2 double crochet all the way around, and you should have 39 half double crochets. So once you get your 39 stitches, then you are going to slip stitch into the top of that first stitch. I'm sorry. Slip stitch into the top of that first stitch. And we are going to fasten off. Just like that. And we are going to weave in our ends. Okay, so now you have your front, just like that. So now we are going to single crochet around the neckline. So leave a long tail for weaving it in. to start off, I like to chain one. Chain one, which I did, and then single crochet around. And I'm crocheting the end in. Oops. Tried to fly away. Okay, just like that. Just crochet, single crochet all around the neckline. There we go, we're almost to the end. There we go. And one more. Okay, so now we have our neckline. And so let's fasten this off. And let's weave this in. And then back again. Okay, so now that we've got that finished, we are going to crochet around the armholes. Now you don't have to if you don't want to. It's actually just fine like it is, but I want to. So leaving a little bit of a tail, and we're going to crochet that in as we go. We're going to start like right in here under in the armpit area, the underarm area. Okay, so just single crochet around. You have to just kind of see where the stitches are because the underarm area, there's really no defined. And it is a small space to work with. It's sort of uncomfortable. So if you try it and it's just too small of a space, don't worry about it. It looks fine just like it is. It gets better once you get over here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to slip stitch in the top of that first stitch. Cut our yarn. And we are going to weave this in. Now I'm going to cut it up. And so now we have this. Okay, now we've got to make a button loop back here. And so you have this stitch and you have this stitch. So we are going to put our hook in this stitch right here. We are going to chain 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, chain 4. And then go into the top and slip stitch. See, that makes a loop right there. Cut your yarn. So you should have yarn here and yarn here. So let's go ahead and weave this yarn in. Cut that off. And now we've got this one to do. Didn't realize I left so much yarn. It's quite a bit of yarn. Alright, so let's weave this one in. There we go. So now we've got our button loop, and let's attach our button. Now you got to take that button and place it right here, right across, like that, and we are going to sew on a button. And I think that's probably enough. Okay, there we go. And now you're just going to tie it off in the back. Okay, so now there you go. So for the heart, you're going to need a G hook, a 4.0 millimeter hook, and the heart is very easy to make. We are going to make a magic ring. Oops, just like this. And we are going to just like that. Okay, now we're going to chain 2 in, then we are going to work 3 double crochets in the ring. That's 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to work 3 half double crochets in the ring. That's 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to work 1 double crochet in the ring, chain 1. Now we're going to work 3 half double crochets in the ring. It's 1, 2, that's 3 half double crochets. Now we are going to work 3 double crochets in the ring. It's 1, 2, that's 3. And now we're going to chain 2, pull to tighten, and now we are going to slip stitch in the middle, just like this. I'm going to cut off, leaving enough yarn to, let's see, to attach it to the bodice. There we go. We just thread our yarn needle. And mine tried splitting on me. Okay, and I like to run mine back through. And what is preventing it? Oh, it's already in there. Okay, so now that you've got that, your heart, I'm going to go ahead and tie this in a knot back here. That was my starting yarn. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And attach this to the bodice. So you may, sometimes you might need to shape your heart a little bit if you need to. Okay, and I usually do mine right underneath that first row. Right there. And just do like this, just kind of slip stitch it on here, or rather just, I don't know if slip stitch is the right word, but just go around the heart like that. If you make it around the stitch line, it's not really noticeable that you're going around it like that. All right, now we've got this on here. And there it is. And on the back side, just weave it in so that you can tie it off. Just like that. All right, so your bodice is done. You have your button, you got your button loop, you've got your trim around here, and so now we are fixing to make the skirt that you are going to attach to this bodice. So let's go ahead and set the bodice to the side, and let's start with our variegated yarn. If you're not using variegated, whatever color that you're using to go with yours. And we're going to go back to our H hook, our 5.0 millimeter hook. Now on this, you are going to chain 19. You can start with a slip knot if you want. Like I said, I go straight into my chains. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So here's our chain. And we are going to work a double crochet in the second chain from the hook. So there's our first chain, there's our second chain. 1 double crochet in the second chain from the hook. Just like that. And 1 double crochet all the way across in each chain. So now we have 2, 3, 4, 17, and now we have 18. Okay, so now for row 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. We're going to work 1 double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, and then we're going to work 16, 1 double crochet in the back loop in the next 16 stitches. So there's your front, there's your back, front, back, front, back. So 1 double crochet in the back loop. Oops, sorry about that. 1 double crochet in the back loop of the next 16. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, so it should look like this, and the back side should look flat. This is going to be your front side of the skirt. So for row 3, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, 1 double crochet in the first stitch, double crochet in the front loop this time, all the way across, well, except for the last stitch. So 1 double crochet in the front loop in the next 16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 16, sorry, and 16. And then 1 double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now you see how it's nice and flat, and then how it's rigid on this side. So, so you are going to repeat row 2 and 3, crochet in the first stitch and ends with a double crochet in the last stitch, and everything is in between is either the front or the back. And if you make a mistake and you accidentally do one on the wrong side, you'll know, because your flat side won't be flat anymore. You'll know it, and so you can just frog it back. And this is such a small piece to have to frog. It's not, you know, a big deal. I've done it a couple of times where I got off, got to watching TV, you know, or something like that, and doing this, and then next thing I know, I was like, I did the same row like twice, and but I caught it pretty quick, and so I just frog it back, because like I said, it's a small piece. It's not a big deal. Okay, so I will meet you back at row, no, I'm sorry, it's row 22. So you will need to do rows 2 and 3 all the way up to row 22. And then I will meet you back at row 22. Okay, now that we are finished with row 22, here's what it looks like. And here's the back side. See, the back side is smooth. And then the front side has all these ridges. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to cut off a long strand of yarn, because you're going to need it to seam up the side and to attach this to the bodice. So I'm just going to do like that much. Now that you have your yarn threaded, take the 2 ends and like this, and you are going to take your yarn through the inside loops, not the outside loops, but these inside loops. So you're going to start at the first one here, and you're just going to go back and forth. Just like this. And every now and then you need to make sure that you're still even down here. If not, you could end up being like this if you don't watch it. So make sure you keep that out. And I like to run my hand like this, pressing it down. That helps me. And just run it through those inside loops. Just like that. All the way to the end. Okay, well, there you are. So this is going to be the back of your dress. If you want, tie a knot and thread this through your yarn needle. And we're just going to weave this in. There we go. And now you can cut it off. And now that we got that out of the way, then If you had another needle, you wouldn't have to re-thread this, but I only have one over here at my table, so. All right, so let's get our bodice. And we're going to turn it on this back side. And we're basically going to attach, this is what's our back. And this is the way I like to do this. There. Now I like to insert my hook. It doesn't matter, I mean my yarn needle, it doesn't matter on this one, as long as you're, you know, like around the edge here. But to attach it, I like to go into the back loop of the bodice as I go around. Just like this. It's a little hard right at first because it wants to move around. But every now and then you need to check and make sure that you still have it spaced out. So I'm going to do that just a second. Just get a few stitches in there. All right. So now when I stretch it out. All right. This works better if you like lay it. I guess I could get my camera a little closer and I won't have to hold it up. It's easier for me to do this way. There we go. Now it's easier for me to do to lay it down. Okay, can you see that I'm going in the back loop? Now we have it, so let's go ahead and turn it sideways and continue. Oops. Tuck in some of my skirt. There we go. And just continue crocheting in that back loop. All right, just make sure you're still, you know, matching down at the back there. And I'm still going in the back loop. See? Now we're approaching the side. So now we're going to the side. In the back, all we have left is this. Okay, see how it's nice and even? It works best if you lay this down. There we go. All right, so now we just insert our hook, and we are going to weave it down and fasten it off. Weave it through our stitches in the back. Just like that. So, raise this up. Okay, so now you have the dress. It is all done. So you've made a button loop, you've added a button. All right, let's see if we can put this on her. I happen to be using a My Life doll from Walmart, but it fits American Girl, it fits Our Generation, Madame Alexander. So, there it is. And in the back. Okay, you did a great job. Okay, so now it's time to go check out. Oh, here's the other one. Put them side by side, I guess. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.